about Jaron Ennis fighting Vergil Ortiz after Ennis beats Ennis. Eddie Hearn said easy. He beats him easy. Jaron beats him easy. Let's talk about it. It was a fight that was billed as the second coming of Spencer Crawford at 47, as the third coming of Pacquiao and Mayweather. Vergil Ortiz outgrew the weight class. His second weight class that he outgrew and didn't obtain a world title in. I mean, he almost going on his 10th year next year. He ain't gained the world title yet, or even fought for one. So, crazy, right? But, I mean, it's just one question that has to be asked in that fight. And one thing we know about Vergil Ortiz, by him fighting Bokachoke, I think we know he can take a punch. We don't, I think, Ennis can take, I think Vergil can take Ennis' punch. I don't know if Ennis can take a punch. That's the only thing we need to know about Boots. Boots, yeah, he got clipped by Ennis a couple times. I mean, but I don't regard Ennis as a great puncher. So if he could take Vergil Ortiz's punch, I think he styles on Vergil Ortiz. I think he beat the hell out of Vergil Ortiz if he could take the punch. That's just my opinion on it. Me and Semi's gonna fight, bro. I swear to God, I hate these semi truck drivers, bro. They just be in the fucking way constantly. They just in the way. Dude, when they gonna start just air drone and shit? He almost made us miss a whole light. Move it. He do not need to be in front of nobody. But yeah, that's the only question I got. If I'm fighting a guy like Vergil Ortiz, I'm going to the body. You got to, and the one thing I ain't really I feel like Boost could have did different versus Ennis was use angles. I think when you fight a guy that fight that high guard, that Ennis and Vergil fight, you got to use angles. They don't counter out of that defense that well. So I think the way Boots loops his shots around the arms and splits the guards with uppercuts, that'll be a lot for Vergil Ortiz. But if Vergil Ortiz can clip Boots and punch with Boots, it'll be interesting. It'll be a very interesting fight. Because Boots will fight you on the inside, Boots will fight you on the outside. And Boots ain't one of those guys that's going to get on his toes neither. He's always in position, flat-footed, to be able to land with authority. He wants to land with power. So, I mean, I think it's a great fight. I think Boots gonna try to collect the belts. He got a mandatory. I'll talk about that another day, another time. He got a mandatory. I think he's gonna try to collect some fucking belts. And I think I ain't never known them to have a speed gun out on this road. That's crazy. I don't even know what the speed limit is. He got the speed gun on. Let's see what the speed limit is. So, they must be getting bored around this motherfucker. I don't really take this way a lot. But I know they got the speed gun now. Nobody got time for that. But yeah, I think if Vergil can clip him, and really, we ain't really seen, we seen Boots kind of go 12 with Duckxican a couple times, but we seen Ortiz really have to really strap his nuts on in them dirty championship rounds to get dirty with it. So he kind of do got the experience going deep in rounds. But we seen him, and in my opinion, I thought he lost his last two fights versus inferior competition to Boots or inferior talent, but those guys, McKisson and Berkelcheck, we know they durable, they can take a punch. That's just the biggest question about Vergil and Boots. Can Boots take the punch? I just got a feeling that Vergil can take the punch, just seeing him in there with some of them tough European guys. I think he can take the punch, but the question is, can Boots take his punch? And if Boots can take his punch, I think he outpoints Vergil Ortiz fairly easily. I kind of agree with Eddie, but if that's if he take the punch, if he can't take the punch, then yeah, then I think, you know, then he really got to be on his P's and Q's defensively. You know, can he really get into a defensive mode where he can hit and not get hit? See, it's a lot of guys can get into a defensive mode and just be defensive but not mount no offense. That's the key about boxing. Can you defend and hit and still continue to defend? That's one thing. When Mayweather got older, he mastered sitting in front of your face, able to hit you, and you're not able to hit him. Can you mount offense while you playing defense? That's the $1 million question. Can you mount the offense? So, you know, that's my question. But I think it'd be a good fight, even at 54. You know, with or without the titles, it's a good fight. But I understood why Boots was like, no. This ninja ain't got no titles. Why am I going up there? You know, it ain't like Turkey offered me $10 million to go fight. He offered me $5 million. There's $2 more million that I'm making, which is a big deal to me. But I mean, they hunting belts. You know, who's hunting belts? So we'll see. But that's what this boiled down to me. I mean, skill for skill. Vergil Ortiz ain't got half the skill that Boots got. But a fight is not always a test of skill. Sometimes it's a test of will, a test of grit, a test of heart. You know? So, and Vergil Ortiz got power. He got some speed himself. He got some good conditioning. You know? But he can clip Boots. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. But if Boots can take his punch, Boots might fuck around and they can probably stop each other. I think in that fight, the stoppage can probably go both ways. So, but yeah, I think it's good for the sport if it happens. But knowing Vergil Ortiz, he might be at 160 in no time. I don't think it's that he's not disciplined. His body just matured. Everybody's body's different. His body matured, and then they probably trying to make weight on their own. Motherfuckers be cheap with the wrong shit. When you come to making weight, you shouldn't be cheap with that. Yeah, you can make weight right now. Remember, Arrow said he was eating egg sandwiches, trying to make weight. And that's how he was making weight. Don't be cheap with your body. Because how cheap you are trying to make weight, that's going to fuck with you later on when you're trying to make that weight and make that fight down the line. So you better off getting a nutritionist, getting meal prep going on, learning how to meal prep yourself. And that's what you do when you got a team of people around you. You know, like LeBron did, you send your people to go pick up trades so they can work for you and then they can work for themselves. So your homie to culinary school so he can know how to cook healthy and know how to cook the right stuff. So, or send your sister and shit like that. That's how you do it. Well, yeah, no point in being cheap with the body. You know, a lot of people are cheap with their body. You know, they know McDonald's is bad for you, but they continue to put it in their body. They know cigarettes is bad for them, but they continue to put it in their body. And then we ask God why. You've been smoking squares. You've been eating McDonald's. Real talk. And then, you know. And then when you don't get the exercise that you're supposed to get, what happens? Putting bad shit in the body, putting alcohol in the body, and you're not keeping your metabolism up to break it down. You're not getting the nutrition to break it down. What's gonna happen? You know, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So always remember that. Even if you ain't eating the best for a period of time, and I go through my times where, you know, shit, I bullshit, but then I know it's time to, you know, cut the weight down, get in shape for the summer, you know. But you gotta keep that body in motion. You know, but yeah, hopefully Vergil don't outgrow the weight class. Hopefully, don't take Boots a long time to complete this mission at 47. You know, by the time that happens, you know, Vergil should be in the mix trying to get a title. He can get a title right now from Mazaliev. I'm the only person talking about him ducking Mazaliev. Like I said, they continue to shadow ban my channel for telling the truth on these hoe ass Duckxicans and these other hoe ass fighters that's ducking. I'm gonna continue to tell the truth. People need to know. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $, CJ Good313, Venmo, CJ Good313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Twitch. Join the Patreon. Peace.